From Sinatra, swing to Brando's stage. Maryland's grace to JFK's age. It's Johnny Russo, Hollywood's own. With Jeanie Raymond, secrets are shown. Hollywood Godfather.
Welcome, everybody. It's time for another Hollywood Godfather podcast. We have some updates from the mailbag. Jeanie will read it. There was a request for Paul Anka, and he responded immediately. Welcome, Jeanie Raymond, my co-host and prettiest lady in the city. Forget about it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's always fun to be here, my Monday night guy. So we've had a lot of people mention Paul Anka because I know you knew him, and we had a writer reach out and ask us to do a show with Paul Anka. And so Gianni asked, and he immediately responded and said he is in the middle of a 15-song project, writing and dealing with arrangers is what he called it.
Arrangements. Yeah, the arranging of the songs.
Right, etc. And deadlines for mid-August. So coming right up. And he said, let's wait until the album comes out and a documentary that's going to be on HBO this fall. And then we'll get to meet with him then and hopefully help produce the show, maybe see some awards coming his way.
Yeah. And today, I got a call in the middle of the afternoon from Englebert Humperdinck.
Yeah.
Who has been a friend of mine. We figured out we're friends for 47 years.
Oh my gosh.
He used to come to State Street all the time, my restaurant in Vegas.
You know,
He said he wants to come on the show.
I cannot wait. I grew up listening to Englebert Humperdinck, Tom Jones, Elvis Presley, and
Even Paul Anka. You grew up with all of them.
Exactly, all of those guys. And it's so funny because I worked in a salon, and I had talked about them, and there were some older ladies that came in and they said, how on earth did you get into that music? And I mean, my mom liked that music, and I grew up watching that. And a while back, I looked up some pictures of Englebert and Tom back when they were younger. I'm telling you what, that Englebert Humperdinck, what a handsome guy. Holy cow.
You know what's so funny? I mean, he's 79 years of age, and he really hasn't aged or changed his appearance that much.
No, you can, yeah, he's a good looking guy, and I am so excited. And I'm so excited to tell my mom that he's going to be on our show because I've always loved listening to him. So I'm really
happy to say that Al Sapienza is coming on in a couple of minutes. And he was also a request, as you know. And one of my favorite guests. He's so outspoken. I know him for 100 years, fortunately. We did a couple of projects together, too. And he's one of our favorite guests also.
Absolutely. He's got such great energy, Gianni. I love having him on the show. He's always fun. He's always got a million things going on.
He's the hardest working actor I know. Even today, you know, he's in LA in rehearsals, and we're waiting for him to come right on now. That's the kind of energy. He's also a good friend, fortunately.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I check out his Instagram, and he's in Rome, and he's in LA, and he's in Arizona. I mean, this guy does not sit still.
And he's in such demand. I'm happy for him because that he loves. Even when we were at Fanboy, he's in there singing songs in the auditorium. Well, you were there, and the guy is so talented.
Right. That's what I was surprised. It looks like in this new project he's working on, it shows a bunch of people dancing and doing all sorts of stuff. And I'm always amazed because he does so many different types of acting. He's in Sopranos, he's in Reacher, he's in, always different. There's a movie coming out where he looks like a zombie and just staying very, very busy. I think it keeps him young. He just loves to be doing loves his job. He's got a great work ethic. So that's awesome.
Could you bring him on? I think he's ready to come on now, though.
Let me see if I can get that.
Oh, my
What's
camera.
that?
Where's
Camera.
There you are. I hear you.
Hey, Al.
I see you now. That's great.
what's happening? I'm in Los Angeles.
We were just talking about the hardest worker in acting in the world. Forget Los Angeles.
Who's walking around your apartment back there? What's going on?
Well, here we are. We got everything going on here, you know.
Oh, somebody's
Just
behind. Who's
sitting
walking
in my
around back
dining.
That's
that?
the ghost of Frank Costello wandering around back there.
behind you? There was someone walking in your apartment, Gianni. Is
What's
someone
that?
home? Someone was walking behind you.
Oh, that could happen.
Who was it?
I don't know. There's always people here.
I like my answer. The ghost of Frank Costello's passing
like
by.
that. The ghost of Frank Costello. It's more like
What project are you working on now? It's so funny, man.
you know Kaylee Kuko,
Who?
Yes.
Big Bang Theory. Kaylee made one. Kaylee Kuko, the actress
Oh, yeah.
from the Big Bang Theory. She was on the Big Bang Theory for 12 years. And the last like 5 years, she made $1.1 million every.
Now, see, somebody's walking past you in the
Somebody's
back.
in your backyard. I'm gonna. Hey,
Nobody's,
no one should be here. So if you see
Yeah,
somebody,
lady,
walking-
a maid or somebody just walked past you.
I'm alone in the apartment. That's disturbing.
no, you're not.
No, you're not. The lady just went in that closet.
This is my own apartment. I'm here by myself. It's my LA apartment. There's nobody supposed to be here.
Well, she just went through that hallway.
Oh man.
That could be fun. Why don't you go find out who it is?
So are we recording yet?
Yeah, we're on right now.
Oh, okay. So let me tell you a couple of stories. So, you know, Larry Jacobson from Grasso Jacobson Productions, Sonny Grasso, The French Connection, among a million other things. So, Larry Jacobson, he and Sonny produced over 1,100 hours of primetime TV on CBS. Larry Jacobson, Sonny Grasso. And Sonny Grasso wrote The French Connection, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, Larry Jacobson.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, Larry Jacobson had 43.
Sonny Grasso was a very close friend of mine.
Yeah, good. So Larry Jacobson, you know, look him up. When I used to audition in Toronto for Lisa Parison, the casting director, I'd walk into this giant building on Lake Ontario, and it said Grasso Jacobson Productions. This guy had $43 million, like each. Sonny Grasso died with this $43 million. Larry had an estate in Martha's Vineyard, a penthouse apartment in Century City, a 3-bedroom in the Upper East Side, a boat. So his first trouble was he goes to a family function with his girlfriend, and his wife was there. So that's the first 20 million gone, right? So now he lost all his money. So
Because you're dumb. If you're that dumb, you deserve to lose your money.
Right. Yeah. And on girls and trips and partying, big partier. I would go to the Havana Club every night. So Arman Mriani, this is my apartment in LA. I've had it forever. So Arman Mriani, the director, he directed like over 60 things. If you look him up, great guy. He was my roommate for years. Perfect roommate. He was anal retentive, immaculate. The drawers, the cabinets, everything was perfect. He'd had plants, things would break. He'd fix them before I could even call the super, right? So anyway, he buys a beautiful $1 million penthouse on Sweetser in LA. Finally, he buys his own place. And he goes, oh, my buddy Larry, he just needs a place to hang his hat in LA. So he has Larry Jacobson as my new roommate. So Larry, he moves in. He's like, I'm really busy. I can't deal with, the electric bill and the Wi-Fi. He goes, I'll just pay the rent. I'll get to the bills later. So this is a true story, Johnny. And if it's boring, tell me. We could cut it out.
No. Your stories are great.
This is totally true. So I don't come out here a lot, and I was super busy. So every time I see him, he's like, hey, I'm sorry about the money, but I'll get to it. I'm just really busy. So I think he's talking about the electric and the Wi-Fi, and I'm not making this up to be funny. Everybody will vouch for it. So he's not making it. So I realized about a year and a half later, I look at my checking account. I was going through stuff for taxes or whatever. This guy wasn't paying the rent. It wasn't.
Oh.
He owed me $24,000, right? So
What?
he owed me $24,000. So I finally was like, Larry,
And
listen.
your landlord didn't say anything, or you own the place?
No, I was the landlord. He's
Did you own it?
rent? No, I don't even own it. I don't.
Well, that's
own
what I'm saying. So
No, I paid the rent, but he never paid me. I didn't realize that he owed me 24 grand. So he was very nice about it. He's like, oh, Al, I'm working on a new deal. And every deal he's working on is a $30 million deal. And he really was. The guy was up all day on the phone. He was always, trying and working. So I finally said to him, and I felt sorry for him. And I was like, Larry, listen, you're not my relative. You're not my father. I said, I'm not your son. I said, we weren't even friends before you moved here. I said, I can't support you anymore. I said, this has to end. So he's living off a Social Security check. He finally paid the rent every month, but he's owed me $24,000 for a long, long time. His daughter, Amy Jacobson, who owns the Ruskin Theater in Santa Monica, a very good theater with very good productions, she finally paid me the money. So I got paid back by his daughter. She figured out, she just paid it. So he lived here for about 8-9 years. And recently, he declined quickly, and he's in a nursing home, and not here anymore. So now this is the cleaning lady cleaning everything out of his, and hopefully he'll get in the motion picture home, which is really, really nice. Now he's in a
that'd be great.
Not so nice.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a great place. I used to go out there all the time.
Yeah, he's first on the list. He's number
out in the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enlighten me. What's the motion picture home?
Which when you're in our business, when we get older, they actually have a home for us where they'll take care of you till you die.
Yep. And Zsa Gabor gives everyone there the reach around. No, I'm kidding. but it's a beautiful place. It's definitely, upper class, and all actors, directors, producers, editors, anyone in the business, you have a chance to get in there. So Larry got accepted, but there's no room right now, but he's first on the list. So now Kaylee Kuka, why I'm in LA right now. So Kaylee was on The Big Bang Theory for 12 years. Then she wrote and produced that show Air Stewardess on HBO, which was super successful. She made $1.1 million an episode. She worked. She worked Tuesday to Friday. Tuesday you read the script. Wednesday you do a blocking. You get Thursday you do a dress rehearsal. Friday you do a tech with dress, and then 2 performances. 1.1 million. My agent, we have the same agent. My agent made 110,000 a week commission, and she also had Polly Perrette on NCIS, who was making 450,000 an episode. So my agent was making 45,000 a week off her, every 10 days off her. So my agent never has to work again, and she's the nicest lady in the world. So she called me up, and she's like, Kaylee said she needs someone, in their late 50s. I wish, but I look it, and that sings. And I said, yeah, Al Sapienza. So I'm doing a 1-day musical here on August 7th. We're rehearsing every day, and we're putting up a musical, like a backers audition, see if people are interested in bringing it to Broadway. So I sing 1 song. I'm in 4 scenes. I'm the dad. I come back from the dead at the end, and I sing to my kids, the usual. So, so that's what's going on.
But it's amazing. But the diversity, like you're bringing out, you were a monster a couple of weeks ago. We saw all that makeup on you. I know I have to meet your agent. You
should see me as a trans athlete.
What's that?
Is that new? I have not seen that on your Instagram.
I said, Gianni, you should see me as a trans athlete. I was only joking. On a girls' basketball team.
That is funny, man.
So anyway.
You're doing everything, and you're all over the place. I mean, I was I was telling Gianni, if I stalk you good, I can keep up, see where you're at. I keep a good eye on you, but I mean, you're everywhere. You're singing with the mariachi band. Is that with this new thing? This new
No, I did 3 movies since I saw you last. One is with Dan Lauria, and it's a kids movie called Wish Watch, and it's really cute. That the mariachi band was in the movie, so we were just singing, hanging out, in the dressing room there. And then I did a film called The Academy of Everything Is Possible, which is like a culty kind of farce. And then I did a Lifetime movie called The Man Across the Street. And it's like a murder mystery. And Deborah Renard, my singing partner, is in it also. She had a nice part.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah, that was great. And then I did one more.
If I know you two, you out doing cabaret shows at night.
We had to pay for our, upkeep. We don't get paid for work. We had to pay for our hotel. No, I'm kidding. So yes, we were. And then I did a Christmas movie coming out on Hallmark. In Winnipeg. We're singing in Winnipeg, September 21st and 22nd.
Wow.
Deb and I are doing our whole show with the band in Winnipeg. And we were shooting up there, and the owner of this gorgeous hotel, it's a sister hotel to the Plaza. They were built by the same contractor, the same time.
Wow.
Gorgeous. So the owner of the hotel was like, come sing here. So they booked us, and we're flying Joey up from Vegas and doing 2 full shows on Friday and Saturday night. So that'll be fun.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah. So I wanted to tell you one thing, if that's okay, though. I was thinking about the last time on the show, and I wanted to explain something to your viewers. You have a lot of viewers, right? You have a lot of people watching this show.
A million a week.
Yeah. So in New York, we've got a guy running for mayor who's an Islamist and a Marxist.
No kidding. Oh, my God.
Right. So I want to be clear that if there was a great Democrat, I'd vote for him tomorrow. If there was a great Democrat for governor, I'd vote for him. I'm not a psychopath, but I want to explain why I feel the way I feel about things. Back in around, the first year Obama won, I was very proud. I'm like, wow, the United States, after everything we went through, slavery, everything, the Crow laws, we elected a black man as a president. We are the coolest country in the world. The night of his inauguration, his wife, Michelle, said, this is the first time I've ever been proud of America. So I was like, what does that mean? The first time you were ever proud? Like how many good things we did, how many people we rescued, like saving the world, in World War I and World War II. But so anyway, I just let that go. And this is what totally put my politics, as you call it, where they are. I'm home. I'm a workaholic. I watch C-SPAN. I don't have time to get right-wing opinions from, Fox, and total left-wing bullshit from MSNBC, which is they lie 90% of the time. And I'm watching C-SPAN, and I'm watching Muammar Gaddafi make a speech 18 blocks away at the UN. And I can't drive anywhere. I can't go anywhere. I'm paying for all these people's security at the UN. You can't get anywhere in the city that they're here. And they're all at the UN making fun of the United States and saying how much they hate us. So I'm watching Gaddafi make this speech. And this is exactly what Muammar Gaddafi says to the General Assembly at the UN in the middle of this afternoon. He says, we're going to take over your country.
Oh, geez.
And we're not going to fire a shot. We're going to use your ridiculously liberal laws. We're going to outbreed you in your own cities, and we're going to vote you out of office. Madani, Deer Park, Michigan. I watched this guy say this, and I was like, no, it was like
when Obama came in, right?
Then.
It was 2007 or 8, and I was like, holy shit, like, what is this? This guy is saying he, as an Islamist, is going to take over the United States. And I figured, okay, like if I was the mayor, or I was a congressman, or I would say, you know what? As of tomorrow, no more Libyans are coming here. So then we don't have to worry about it until this guy renounces what he said. We're having no interaction with them whatsoever. We're going to starve them to death and boycott them, right? I mean, if somebody said to you they wanted to kill your family and lived across the street, you're going to wait till they do it? So I'm like livid. Obama makes a speech the next day. He didn't say a word. It's the same year he bowed to the king of Saudi Arabia. And so, in essence, so I read The Audacity of Hope. And anybody who like is confused about liberalism, etc., read his book, The Audacity of Hope. He does not view the future of the United States the way I want to, and I believe the way you want to, Gianni.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Views us as capitalists, as the colonists, as the oppressors. And, you know, on another note, I went to Florida in 1964 with my parents, and there were white and Negro bathrooms, and it was appalling. And I said to my father, what is this, you know, whites only? And he was like, oh, it's just so messed up. And so if I was Black right now, and I was alive in 1964, and my mother had to go to the back of a bus, or I had to use a separate bathroom, you know what? I wouldn't be crazy about white people either. So I get it. You know, we did some rough stuff in the past, but, you know, I'm not responsible for it. I wasn't, but I get it. I get it. But
Right.
Obama represents, his father was an Islamist from Kenya. There, you know, there are a tremendous amount of billionaires backing the fact they don't want the US to be the sole superpower anymore. And Islamists, they want to take over everywhere. It's in the current. It's in it. And you're allowed to lie for your cause in the Quran. And I want people to realize you can't, if anybody watching this, you can't vote for Mandani. You can't. And if you do, you better do your research, and you better realize, I mean, it's great. You'll get free buses. You'll get food for the poor. They'll freeze rent control. But everyone that pays taxes like me, we're all moving. We're done. We're done. We lost $25 billion in a tax base during COVID and Black Lives Matter. $25 billion. If this guy is mayor, everyone's going to move. Everyone's going to move. So I just wanted to put that out there and tell everyone, you know, vote for Adams or Cuomo. And one of them has to bow out. If they love New York,
Yeah, no, they're splitting it up. They have to, somebody's got to put their ego aside and say, how do we save New York?
Right. If they don't, they're self-centered, horrible politicians, just like Nadler and Schumer. He's become an imbecile, a babbling imbecile. Chuck Schumer. He should be ashamed of himself. He should leave office. Yeah. So one of them has to leave, or our city's gone. Our way of life will be gone.
I'm watching it. It's funny you should say that. Let's go to a commercial and we'll pick up right from there, because I'm watching it disintegrate, and I live here on 61st Street. You have the privilege of traveling.
The commercials for the new Hotel Ramadan on Fifth Avenue. No kidding.
Yeah, hello. We'll be right back. It's time to take a commercial break. And fortunately, I want to exploit two projects that I'm working on. Nice. I'll be at Fanboy Expo in Orlando, Florida on the 26th to the 28th. That's Fanboy Expo, Orlando, Florida. Show up. You're not going to believe the celebrities that are there. And I'm very proud to be part of Resorts World, all 11 casinos now. And I'll be at the Catskills on Columbus Day weekend for meet and greet, doing a whole show. And for the players who want to come, call up my friend Dino, man. He said, give his cell number out. He wants you to show up. His phone number is 401-741-0403. He's the head of player development for Resorts World. So we'll see you there. Let's get back to one of our favorite guests in the world, because he'll tell you the way it is, not the way you want to hear it. Mr. Sapienza. I love it.
So anyway, so listen, I should promote this too. October 4th, we're going to be at, where are we going to be? The Cutting Room in New York. Me and
yeah, I know that well. Yeah.
October 4th, we're doing our full show with Barry Manilow's musical director. We're flying him in from Vegas. And then October 23rd, we're in LA at Herb Alpert's Vibratos.
Oh, she's great.
Oh,
His daughter runs the Eden.
it's great.
Such a
So
great.
please,
That's
if-
great.
October 23rd, come if we're in New York, October 4th. And that's that. And what can I
That's
tell
what we do, man.
you? We have fun. We sing, we act.
That's it.
You're amazing, Al. You are just all over the place. One place after another. Nothing close together, from what I could gather. Tell me about. I saw you riding in Arizona in these
Waymo.
driverless cabs. Those
Yeah.
are fancy cabs. They're Jaguars, right?
They're Jaguars, but they're at least 100 times safer than having a human being drive them. At least. They had 2 billion miles of research, and they've been using tractor trailers from San Francisco to Philadelphia driverless for the last 2.5 years. They have an emergency guy in it, but they have not had to use the emergency guy once. They don't speed. They're not distracted. They don't break any laws. They give way to, when things are in front of them, they stop. It's fabulous, and it's going to be cheaper than anything else. So that means it's going to be successful. There's no human being. It's going to change the auto insurance world. It's going to change parking garages. They say it's going to be an economic disruptor like the smartphone was and like the internet was. It's going to change the American economy. And
And you were in those cabs.
oh yeah, it was
You're
great.
the only person I know that was actually in it. Are you comfortable that there's not a driver there?
So comfortable.
Really?
Yeah, no music, no smelly guy, nobody with banana peel in his hat. It was like it was great. And I took Alexa. We were in Arizona, and that's where they started testing them with, I said, 2 billion miles. Tesla and Google. Waymo is owned by Google. They started testing these cars like 5 years before 2020. So that's 6 years ago.
Wow.
And they've been testing them in Phoenix, Denver. So I was in Phoenix. They were all over the place. I took it multiple times. Everything's on your phone. It comes, it's got your name on top, on a blue thing. The doors only open as you approach the car. They unlock from your phone, and then you can lock them right away when you're in the car. There's an emergency button that it'll just pull over. There's another button where you could talk to somebody at Central, but you can call 911 anyway, but I love it. And
Wow.
they say to take a driverless taxi from New York to Washington, D.C. when it's available will be a quarter of the price of a coach Amtrak ticket. And you could do your
Wow.
work. You can make out with your girlfriend. It's like, who's you can move into the car and just drive around for 6 days. It's probably cheaper than rent.
Well, and they're nice cars. They're
They're
driving
nice.
around in a Jag.
It's
Well,
a Jag.
I
Yeah.
that was my first thought, Gianni, as I thought, were you uncomfortable the first time you got in it? Were you a little bit apprehensive, or just?
I'm not
mean-
that kind of guy.
Well, he's that kind. He's an adventurous. He's
love
going
it.
for it. And
Well,
if
yeah.
in the back of his mind is saying, "Look, all the money they spend on research. If there's an accident, I'll own this company."
Yeah, that's true. But then again, who do you sue? The company. You
Hello.
don't sue the driver anymore. You don't.
Yeah.
And only one person died in the research. This old lady got hit in the crosswalk. One. You know how many people die every day in the United States in auto accidents?
Oh my God!
Every
forget about it.
day. They've had 2 billion miles and had one death.
That's incredible.
Incredible.
I was in my friend's new car, and we were driving, and if you're in traffic or stopped like at a light, and if you're not paying attention, your car will say to you, "Traffic has left," meaning, pay attention. You're sitting there at a stoplight and everyone else is gone. It's incredible all the stuff they can do.
Yeah.
That's wild. All right, so
You're still in Colorado? You're in Colorado, right?
I'm in Utah.
Utah.
Did you
She's
say
a great.
same thing?
She's a great Jack Mormon.
That's right.
A beautiful
right.
woman.
It
Are you a
is.
Mormon?
Am I a Mormon? I
I
was
know-
baptized as a kid, but I I go to the horse races on Sunday.
Oh, so you're,
But-
so you're a Mormon looking for trouble.
There she is. Her middle name is Trouble.
Al, I'm getting old. I can't remember what trouble looks like, but I'd sure like to get into some. I'm just kind of boring, but
Well,
Let
I
me
have two. I have a two-part answer for that. One, you look fantastic, and two, if you want to get in trouble, call me.
that number down.
I
Well,
love it. I love it.
all right. So, do you dance? I saw all those people practicing dancing, and I wondered if we were going to see dancing and whatever this.
In the movie, no, but I was in Dirty Dancing, the Broadway musical. I did the North American premiere. I played and yet, even though I played Jerry Orbach, the father, we danced through the whole show. There was a lot of dancing.
How did you play the father?
Yeah, I played the Jerry Orbach role.
That's how long ago?
2007. It broke, and you can Google it. It broke every box office record in Toronto. Every
But the
single.
bottom line is why she's saying that.
You
Oh,
were way too young to be
2007,
playing the
that's-
dad.
No, that's 18 years ago.
Yeah, it was 18
How
years.
could you must have used a lot of makeup to make you look old.
Nah, they actually put a little hairpiece on me. It was really fun. And like Johnny, he was like 21, like the guy who played Johnny Castle. And
Yeah.
he was really
Oh, yeah.
good. I'll tell you something. This show, it was an excellent show. It was a gigantic hit. A gigantic hit. And they asked me to do it in the West End in London. And I just married Michelle. It was when I finished Toronto, it was April of 2009. In late 2008, they asked me to go to England to do the West End. And I was like, nah, that's not a great idea. I just got married. We were trying to have a kid. So I didn't go. And you always regret all the jobs you didn't take. I didn't take Jersey Boys. I was offered Jersey Boys. I mean, if I was offered on Broadway, that would have been one thing. But I was offered to open Las Vegas in 2006. And I was like, I don't gamble. I don't drink. I don't want to go to Las Vegas. So I turned that down too.
Yeah, that would be the wrong place for you if you don't do those things.
It wouldn't be. Unless I became a bookie, I would have made some money. But it was like, so.
So well.
That's wild.
It's funny when we do the Mailbag show to see how many people request you all the time.
Why can't I get any
They
dates?
probably could have you on every week and they'd be happy.
I'm always happy to have you come on, Al. I always love to. I was just telling Gianni, I'm like, this guy has so much energy. I love it. I love people with character and excitement. And that's,
Thank
I drive people crazy. I go to work in the office and I'm just buzzing around and I'm sure I drive them nuts, but I bring a little.
But how are they going to get mad watching you run around the office all day?
Well,
I wish I
thank
could.
you.
Not like you're some fat old lady.
chase her around the office.
No, I'll tell you, I love being at work and it was a big problem. People were threatening to quit because they wanted, I worked for the VA, Al, and I liked being around people and I like meeting the veterans and I like seeing my friends. I'm like, I sit here by myself in silence all the time otherwise, or I'm out, messing around outside in the yard, but I love being around people. And I was telling Gianni, both of you guys are just always working, always doing something. And the other day I had a migraine. So I sat down and I fell asleep for about a half an hour, which is, I said, I haven't had a nap since I was 2 years old, but I thought, I don't know how people
I live on
do
naps.
nothing.
I
Well,
love
I know, but you're up all
my
night.
1 hour naps to get those energy going again.
Well, Gianni, you text me at like 1 o'clock this morning or something like that about the time, and I write back, okay, said something about Al will come on a little bit later, and I've hit okay, but I don't sleep a lot, but I can't imagine wasting any part of the day, doing a lot of nothing. So
Oh, well,
thank you for coming on, Al.
I
I'm
think
always
you really are an example of not wasting time or energy. So,
no, I hate that.
I don't sleep a lot either. And think how much napping you'll get once these driverless cars are all over. In the car, you go to sleep, and then you are where you are, you know?
Do you have a stock in the company? You're promoting these cars pretty much.
So listen, I have to tell you another story. This is a true story. And I know I could get myself in trouble. I could get myself in trouble. So in 2000, I was able to get, you know, with COVID and everything, I didn't really need money, but it was a very low interest loan, right? And I don't want to go into any specifics or anything because I don't know what the parameters were and all this.
Right.
But I didn't want to buy any more real estate. I've got enough. I've got, you know, I'm just like, I have it. I do everything myself, my leases, so I made Deborah, my singing partner, drive around with me for 2 months and watch YouTube about driverless cars and unmanned weapons. And I took that money and I put it all into unmanned weapons and driverless cars right after COVID hit. Remember, the market crashed to nothing and you could buy, like, you know, General Motors for like $47. It's up to like $88 now. And no, it's up 80%, you know. So I studied driverless cars, and it was Waymo, Alphabet, you know, Google is the parent company. GM was highly into it. And then the real places where the money was are the elements inside the driverless cars, like the sensors and the chips and the LiDAR. It's like radar, but it's so, and the weapons. So I bought a ton of this company. I didn't know what it was. To me, it was just because it was inside these new driverless cars. It was Nvidia. I bought a ton of Nvidia. It split 10 to 1. So I do own a lot of stock. And also the lithium, I bought lithium. There's a fund for lithium for all the batteries. So I bought a lot. I bought a lot of the stock in 2020, and it's skyrocketed. So that was a good thing. And that's not why I'm promoting the cars. I believed in them then. That's why I bought the stock. But yeah, I wound up buying a lot of stock and all that stuff.
What's an unmanned weapon?
Most of our weapons now in the United States, including soldiers, are going to be unmanned. They go in on tracks and shoot machine guns.
Yep.
And soldiers are watching through video cameras where to aim the gun. And we're sending drones.
It's like drones. Drones are taking over the world.
600
Not sending men in anymore. Thank God.
It'll go in a specific window on a specific floor, find the target and blow it up. And we have bombs now that'll go 40 feet into the ground and blow up subterranean reinforced bunkers. That's what we did in Iran. Finally, Trump did it. I mean, we should have done it, we should have taken care of them in 1979 when they took our hostages.
Hello.
Taking care
You know,
of right then.
I have said that we're turning into the Jetsons,
Yeah, I know.
right? We've got those cars, which, you know, it's amazing.
It's called progress. That's what it's called.
Right. But you look at it when the Jetsons came out, that cartoon, right, where they were flying around and doing stuff, and I think it's absolutely incredible to see the things that they can do. And you know, think of all the lives that will be saved. But
well, that's the most important thing to me, because you know, I for some crazy reason I got involved with the invasion of Cuba because
Back
Joe Kennedy wanted his son. What?
When?
Back when Joe Kennedy wanted his son to become president.
So wow.
I was on the road. I was 17 years of age when I was at the inaugural.
So you're talking the Bay of Pigs in 1960?
Yes, hello.
Wow.
And that's why they'll never let the Warren report out.
Yeah.
Because if they ever let the Warren report out, everybody would lose their faith in America.
Yeah, I know.
The problem that what nobody realized once his son was going to become president, he wanted Bobby to be attorney general.
Yep.
And Bobby hated everybody that got his brother in office and went after everyone. Well, the deal Joe Kennedy made during Prohibition with my good friend who acted like my father, I'm living in his apartment yet, Frank Costello, they amassed $30 to $50 million each in the 30s during Prohibition.
Wow.
So when Joe said, get your people to back my son, the first Catholic president, which nobody ever thought we'd have, and obviously they said, well, what is in it for us? He says, as soon as he's in, we will invade Cuba. Because they were saying Cuba had Russian missiles on it.
Right.
Well, Bobby convinced his brother the day of the Bay of Pigs to call off the airstrike. Why the Warren report will never, ever come out, and every president buries it once he reads it. They annihilated 2,900 of our troops in one day. 2,900.
Yeah.
They don't want nobody to know that. Now a couple of people do, our audience.
And you know Johnny Rosselli, Jimmy the Weasel Fradiano, James Brading. They were the hit team in Dallas.
I know all those guys.
Caltech's building. They were at the grassy knoll. They were behind the wall.
Right.
They were sent to kill Kennedy.
Kennedy was never getting off of that knoll. LBJ had the Texas Rangers as a backup.
Yeah.
And my good friend, unfortunately, I could talk about it now, statute of limitation. When they found Johnny Rosselli chopped up in a 50-gallon drum
Miami Harbor.
in Miami Harbor, while I was having lunch with a very close friend of mine, one thing about Johnny, he always had major shirt's monogram, but not little letters, big letters. So when they put him in the bottle, he got rigor mortis. They cut off his legs and stuffed him in. And as a joke, they put on the barrel JR.
Oh my.
So now, a couple of months, the barrel breaks loose and it's floating in the harbor.
God.
We're at the 79th Street Causeway. I'll never forget it, having a place for steak. We're up all night and we're there outside on the patio. And here's the barrel. It comes up about 50 feet away from us. We couldn't get out of there fast enough.
That's great. You know who's playing Johnny Rosselli in a movie very soon? John Travolta is playing Johnny Rosselli.
Oh, wow. He could play him.
They're finally making the true story. I don't know if they're going to get shut down. And you know who's directing it? The guy that did that great movie, The Mission and The Killing Field, Roland Jaffe.
Oh, wow.
It's the true story, finally, of Sam Giancana and Carlos Marsala.
Of course. I knew every one of the guys. Carlos Marsala's, and I was at Muscow's once a month down in New Orleans.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to tell you something I forgot. We're talking about the Kennedy thing. Well, anyway, Marsala. Oh, if you go on YouTube, LBJ's mistress, who's pretty good looking, she interviewed and she goes, the night before Kennedy got killed, LBJ walked into the hotel room in Fort Worth, not in Dallas, the night before. He goes, I'm never going to have to deal with those sons of bitches again after tomorrow. He basically told his girlfriend they were getting killed the next day. Like, why would she lie? Why would she make this up?
Of course. No.
Make it up. There's no reason. And he was like, LBJ was like, I'm not going to have to deal with these two assholes tomorrow.
Oh, he hated them.
No.
Well, Al, as usual, it's always a pleasure having you on. I mean, you are the best. And thank you, because I know you went out of your way to make this happen tonight.
And I want to always say one thing before I leave.
Please.
You're an inspiration to me, Gianni. I want to be, you're an inspiration to me.
Great. Well, thank you.
You're always doing 60 things. You're alive. You live life to the fullest. You don't waste a minute. You're writing, you're acting, you're singing. You've had such a rich life, and that's how life should be. It should be filled to the
coming
fullest.
from you. That's a big privilege and an honor that I am. You look up to me.
I do. I always have.
All right. Well, I thank you.
Those Brioni suits. All right.
All right. Thank you again. God bless you. Jeanie, another great show. To our audience, keep on watching. Keep writing the cards and letters. We all love you.
Take care.
Love you guys. Thank you, Al. So good to see you again.
Love you.
I can't wait to see you in person, Jeanie.
Same to you. You doing everything so far away. You got close. LA's a lot closer than New York, but one of these days.
One of these days.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody.
Thanks
God
so
bless.
much.
Thank you all.
Good
Man,
night.
take care. Bye.
Bye.
Hollywood Godfather, swinging bold, unveiling legends both new and old. Gianni and Jeanie shine that light, bringing golden ages back tonight.